I bulk up, then after I cut back down. And that's one of the only way that I add muscles, right? That's one of the, I can do it like the maintainer, like the main gaining type of things. But I feel like that main gaining, it don't really works for me. You know, I feel like the main gaining thing, it works mostly for like enhanced athletes. You know what I mean? But as a natural athlete, it's hard, man. If you're trying to see you're gonna maintain, because eventually you will add weight and you will be fat. So don't be scared of fat sometimes, man. Yeah, nigga, before you see, now I feel like I'm actually improving. Before you see me talking to the camera like this, while other people you watching me and looking at me, it used to be a little bit weird, right? I used to feel like more, but now I don't give a fuck. That's what happened when you go from people pleaser to being your own man. Remember, only you can stop you, man. When they say you can, my brother, you do motherfucking more. One more time, you gotta stand on the front line of your battle if you want anybody to join you. You know what I mean? Let's go, man. Remember, when they say you can, you do motherfucking more. Whether they hate it or they love it, you gotta go hard, my brother, because it's still FAB, it's still fuck being weak. And of course, man, only you can stop you. Let's go, the other ways. Up, gang.
Don't give a fuck about no more. Got blood on my teeth, nigga, blood in my tears, Got blood on my teeth, nigga, blood in my tears, Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, I know do this, man. It's bowling time, baby. Of course, it's time to take action, man. What's going on, good people? What's going on, blessed people? We back at it, man. You know how we do this, man. Oh, what's up, man, bro? Ça va? Gang, what's going on, my people? Y'all welcome to another vlog, man. You know how we do this, man. We back at it. No pain, it's no gain, man. You know what I mean? Because it's the FAB. It's the fuck being weak. When they say you can, you do. When they say you can, you do motherfucking more. Whether they hate it or they love it, you gotta go hard, my brother. You know what I mean? Look the devil in the eyes. Look the devil in the eyes. Tell that bitch to suck a dick, man, because only you can stop you, man. Let's go.
Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, motherfucking right, man. We at it. You know what I mean? Putting in that work. You know what I mean? Because nobody's gonna do it for you. You know what I mean? Because it's still FAB. It's still fuck being weak. And just like I always say, man, you are only as strong as your mind is. You know what I mean? And of course, a weak mind is a weak body. You know what I mean? Only you can stop you, man. I just finished doing my treadmill. And now I'm actually on the cycle, trying to I know sometimes I like to switch it up, right? Instead of the row, I would do like bike, like cycling. No, I don't really like this, to be sincere, because on a daily, I paddle every day, literally outside. I'm always on my bicycle paddling, right? But then I cannot do that long treadmill like I want to, because my knee cannot take it. If I do more than, let's say 30 minutes, right? I swear, okay, I will feel the pain now as well after I finish my set, after I finish doing it, like the 30-minute cardio. But then I feel it more like an hour or two later when I'm just like behind the desk, sitting down or some things like that, because at that moment when you're doing it, you still got blood circulating around the legs and everything, blood is flowing. So you feel it but less, right? So at that moment, I feel it like if I do like the treadmill for like 30 minutes straight, I feel it. But I feel it more like 2 hours later when I've literally on the relaxed mode, just trying to relax, or when the legs is kind of relaxing. That's when I literally feel it the most. So every now and then I love to switch it up. I mix it up with like something like this, right? Even though, like I said, I don't really like to do this because on normally or on a daily, I paddle already a lot, on a bicycle. That's why I choose to do with the rows. But today, I just like to switch it up, man, because my hands get tired of doing that row and things like that. So it's just like, fuck it, man. I just love to switch it up every now and then. So I will do this, and then, just like I said, what I did today was actually 30 minutes on the treadmill, and now I'm gonna do 15 here. Normally I was supposed to do the other way around, like maybe 30 minutes here and 15 over there, but I don't really like paddle, man. And just like I said, I paddle on a daily, like every day, man. I do a lot of kilometers a day on my bicycle, man, so it don't really fucking matter now. The two main mistakes I see people do, first one will be when they're cutting down, they think that means they should only do cardio, or their training has to drastically change. That's actually not true. As for me, it don't really. Keep in mind, man, I'm not just trying to cut down like a normal person, man. At the same time, I'm trying to maintain as much muscles as possible, especially as a natural athlete, man. Some people, you don't compare. As for me, I don't compare myself to nobody, especially not to all these influencers out here that are out here taking all the shit that the pharmacy can offer. Or what am I even saying? That they are actually the pharmacists. You know what I mean? So don't compare yourself to people like that, man. Focus on yourself. Just like I always say, focus on the man in the mirror while you give praise to the man upstairs. Because besides these two people, you and God, nobody can stop you. So you gotta focus on yourself, man. Don't see what this other guy is doing and it means you gotta do the same. Nah, man, that's a big ass mistake that we all make, As a natural athlete, let me tell you how I do it, right? I'm not saying that's the correct way, right? Keep in mind, I'm just saying how I do it. Every 2 years or every year, I will cut down. Let's say in the summer, I will try to cut down, and in the winter, I will bulk up. But that's not every summer, man. There are sometimes I will just bulk for like 3 years or 2 years straight. Some people will say that's bad because you do add a lot of weight. But sorry, man, I'm a natural athlete, and that's one of the only way that I add weight. Not like add weight, but that I gain muscles. I will gain the fat together with the muscles, then I burn back down, then I maybe add 2 kg. You know what I mean? That's how it is, man. Don't think that this shit goes like this. You see some of these influencers, they'll go from this to this. They tell you, oh, I just train hard. That's not true, motherfuckers. That's some bullshit. You know what I mean? I'm telling you for a fact. I cut down or I bulk up every 2-3 years. I bulk down. I'll bulk up. Then after I cut back down. And that's one of the only way that I add muscles, right? That's one of the, I can do it like the maintainer, like the main gaining type of things. But I feel like that main gaining, it don't really works for me. I feel like the main gaining thing, it works mostly for like enhanced athletes. You know what I mean? But as a natural athlete, it's hard, man. If you're trying to see you're gonna maintain, because eventually you will add weight and you will be fat. So don't be scared of fat sometimes, man. Don't let all these influences fool you that you gotta be every fucking year on 1-digit body fat or everything like that. Fuck that shit, man. If you are confident in your skin, I don't care. I know a lot of people that are fat, man, but I swear to God, the confidence that they walk with outside, I will tell you, a lot of gym bros cannot have that confidence. You know what I mean? So it all comes down to you having that confidence in yourself regardless of what you look. Let the muscles that you have be the byproduct, man, of your confidence, but let the muscles that you have don't be the confidence or the only thing that will make you feel like that gives you confidence. If that makes sense. So at the end of the day, my bro, confidence is what you are. So it's not about the muscle, man. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. I'm not here trying to say that you gotta be looking like fucking pop or anything, fat, all that. No, You want to look good, feel good, but then at the same time, it should not be at it should not be as something that might cost your life, or it should not be as a pace that because this person do it this way, you gotta follow it. No, man, everybody's journey is different. You know what I mean? Fuck a bitch, man. And it's not because this person take this shit that works for him that it means it will work for you. At the end of the day, what I always say is everybody's journey is different, and when you are too focused on other people's journey, my brother, you will fall in a where, you will fall in a hole. You know what I mean? And keep in mind, once you focus once you keep your focus too much on other people, you yourself will not progress. You know what I mean? So fuck a bitch, my brother. Keep that in your motherfucking head. Remember, only you can stop you. When they say you can, you do motherfucking more. You know, just like I was saying, let's go back to the topic, man. Just like I was saying, if you are trying to lose weight, it does not mean, not just like lose weight, right? There's two ways of losing weight. Normal people lose weight like this, you just shrink down. But us as an athlete, are we trying to maintain as much muscles as possible? That means we're trying to lose weight like this. You know what I mean? So this why this is cutting down, the shape is building up. Some people just lose weight and they're just shrinking. You know, that's what the normal people do, people that don't even work out. But you as an athlete that you have been bulking to trying to build muscles, why would you go when you start cutting down? You start doing 3 hours of cardio, you go from 5,000 calories a day to 1,000 calories, you do, and all the silly shit that you think because you are cutting down, it means you should not train heavy, or you should not be trained heavy. As for me, what I'm cutting, or even when I'm cutting, I swear that I still try to train as heavy as I can. Maybe not every day, because of course, while you're reducing your calories, your energy reduces as well. But I still try to train as heavy as I can, and my training does not train that drastically. Just like I said, right? I try to maintain the way you got it. That's how you almost have to train to keep it. You know what I mean? Especially as a natural athlete, man. Don't let all these influences fool you. They say, oh, I do this 3 days a week, or I do this 2 times a day, and that's how I lose my shit. But they don't tell you all the other products that they're taking. You know what I mean? That's the first thing you got to keep in your head. You got to keep that in mind as well. That don't follow all these people, man. Just focus on yourself. Just like I said, my bro, it's the way you get it, the way you got it at the first place. That's sometimes how you got to train to keep it. Maybe not as heavy as you got it, but almost in the same spectrum, right? If that makes sense. You know what I mean? So you see, that's why you still see me, even once I'm cutting down, I'm trying, the goal as well is not to rush to lose the weight. Right now I'm trying to lose like between 1 kg, now between 500 gram to 1 kg per week. I could do 2 kg, I could just go drastically trying to cut down, but then just like I said, I will lose a lot of fucking muscles. So why did I bulk up then? That means I'm just trying to burn down all the muscles that I work my ass for. Just like I said, I'm not cutting down like a normal person, that the person is only focused on, oh, I lose 2 kilos. Yeah, no. We want to have that aesthetic shape as we cutting down. We want to maintain as much muscles as possible as we're losing the weight. You just don't want to lose the weight. And as well as you want to lose the weight slowly, so you lose the weight on the right places, even though I know you cannot choose where you burn fat. But what will happen for the most part, if you if you try too hard to lose the weight too fast, that's when the weight just start burning everywhere, including the muscles. And that is not the goal. The goal is burn as much fat as possible, right? And not just lose weight. That's not the goal. The goal is burn as much fat as possible. So that's the first thing you got to keep in mind. That's exactly why you don't just have to go change your diet drastically. You don't just have to go change your training. If you used to bang 180 kg, your first 3 months of training, you still got to be around that the same weight. Because your first 3 months of losing weight, you still got to be around the same weight, because those first 3 months Normally, if you take it slowly, right? Normally, let me just say the first couple months, right? I won't even put no specific amount, but let's just say the first month or 2, 3, something like that. Let's just say the first couple months, right? Your first couple months gotta be normally that you try to train almost this with the same weight that you used to train when you were bulking. Just like 2 weeks ago, couple weeks ago, right? I was still banging 120 kg shoulder press, right? Maybe it was just 2, 3 reps, but it still motherfucking counts because that's how I got it. So I'm trying to, while I'm losing the weight, I'm trying to maintain as much of the strength and the muscles as I can. But I know as well that with time it will reduce, and that's why from the beginning we don't want to just drastically go to 1600 reps and things like that. We keep the rep ranges between the 2 to the 8, but I like to start my workout heavy. That's why I don't really call myself a bodybuilder, man. I would rather go more with the terms of a power, how should I say, a power builder than just a bodybuilder, because the one of the best way that I was able to maintain to keep my strength and my physique, like muscles, is by one of the ways I was able is by just training heavy, man, as heavy as you can, and just banging the weight, man. So like I said, I'm not going to drastically change my training because I'm losing weight or anything like that, man. But keep in mind, my brother, at the end of the day, only you can stop you. When they say you can, you do motherfucking more. Look the devil in the eyes and tell that bitch to suck your dick, man. Let's go.
Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, you see how we do this, man. Just like I told y'all, it's not because we cutting that it means we're trying to do, trying to like reduce our training or trying to drastically change our training. For the most part, almost everything stayed the same. Like you see, today, normally I used to do 50 kgs, right? So, 50 kg standing military press. But actually what I did today was like 46 kg. So I start with 46, but keep in mind I do a lot of drop sets as well, right? So instead of me to just do like 46 for 4 reps, I think it was 4 reps, right? Instead of me to just do 46 4 reps, then I stop. I prefer to do 46 36 and 26. That's equals to 1 set, you know. So I do that times 4, and that's equals to 4 sets, right? So it's actually kind of the same thing. 2 seconds. So it's actually kind of the same thing, right? You can train low with like I could go like, let's say I could just take like the 36 kg and do it for like 12 to 15 reps. But for me, I don't really feel that I mean, it's not that efficient. And as well, like I told you, I'm trying to maintain as much muscles as possible, right? So that's the reason why I almost got to train as much as I mean, almost as heavy as I did when I was bulking, so I can try to maintain as much muscles as possible. Some people will say, "Oh no, fuck that! You don't need to do that when you're cutting down," but that's not true. Just like I said, as a natural athlete, you don't. It's totally different, man. Don't let all these influencers still tell you like, oh, when you cut it, you don't need to do weight, or you got to do mainly only cardio and things like that. That's totally bullshit, man. Because if you do only cardio, the way that you will do it, if you do only cardio, that muscles is going to melt like ice cream. Believe me, because as much as you do all of the cardio, you're gonna burn them. So what you gotta do, you also gotta train, if not as heavy, almost as heavy as you used to do when you were bulking. So you maintain as much muscles as possible as you reducing down with your weight. You know what I mean? Train hard but train smart. Remember, it's not about the muscle, it's about being comfortable in your own skin. But then you also don't want your hard work to go in vain. So that means the hard work that you put in when you were trying to bulk up to gain all that much muscle, you don't just want to go in and do 3 hours cardio. You're just gonna melt it down. You know what I mean? Just like I said, man, fuck a bitch. Train hard, but train smart, man. When they say you can, you do motherfucking more. Remember, whether they hate it or they love it, you gotta go hard, man. Let's go. Now we're about to move on to our next exercise, man.
Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Just like I always say, man, you gotta go hard. Whether they hate it or they love it, you gotta go hard, my brother, because it's still FAB, it's still fuck being weak. And of course, man, only you can stop you. You know what I mean? Whether they hate it or they love it, you gotta go hard, my brother. Fuck a bitch, man. A weak mind is a weak body. So you can't give up on your motherfucking self. You know what I mean? You gotta know that in this life, my brother, nobody care about your dreams. You know what I mean? Your dreams don't mean nothing to a lot of people. Even the ones that you care about don't mean nothing to them. That's why you gotta go hard. You gotta know that your dreams to a lot of people, it means nothing. It's not that deep to them, you know? So don't expect nobody to take your dreams more serious than you. Don't expect nobody to be running after you, after your dreams, or the only person, or don't expect no, I mean, I don't even expect favors sometimes, man, because at the end of the day, my bro, it takes you to keep on pushing, man. Hallo? Ik ben niet aan het doen, man. Je mag, doe dat daar op de rand, ja. Ja, bro, mail.
You have some channel.
Yeah? Yeah, that's just some YouTube videos, man, that I just started making this year. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, YouTube. This one that I'm filming right now is for YouTube. So, this year.
Which one is like follow?
I'm mine. I'm free.
Give me
Wait, yeah.
YouTube or TikTok?
Which one you got? I did actually they all the same name, bro. They all the same name.
You can put it.
Okay. All the same name, everywhere the same. Oh shit, no, I give you wrong, bro. Fuck, I give you wrong, man. This one is music. I do music too, that's why. The other one I gave you is music, but you want the training one, right?
Yeah.
The training one is this one. Shit, man, I can't find my shit or what?
Where are you from?
Cameroon, bro, and you?
Afghanistan.
Alright, bro, nice to meet you. I know a lot of people
Man.
from Afghanistan, man. Damn, I can't find me, bro. I don't even remember my name. What the fuck?
Bro.
No, I don't remember. I keep writing wrong name. Huh? I thought it was like this.
You look your maybe something wrong name.
Did I change the name? Shit, man. Okay, then it gotta be this one then. Okay, yeah, got me. This me, man.
Enjoy your training.
Thanks, man. What's your name?
Please.
Riza. Alright, bro. Nice meeting you, brother. Just like I was saying, my bro, your dreams to a lot of people, it means nothing. You know what I mean? Nobody believes in a dream and aspiration, man. People only gonna tap in when they see it's already out there, even including the people you love. So I'm not just saying it for outsiders, man, or for people that doesn't know you. I'm saying for the people that you love. For the most part, it's the people that you know, for the most part, that will care less about your dreams. But sometimes before I should take that at heart, now I don't, because I've come to realize that at the end of the day, that those people, they don't know you as such a person, right? They don't know you as, like, let me just say my cousins or my friends, whatever, right? They know me as that guy that they used to hang around with and smoke weed, do all that dumb shit, but they don't know me as that I'm a personal trainer. They don't know me as that I'm trying to build a personality online for myself. They don't know me as that, right? So of course they cannot. I mean, it's gonna be a little bit hard for them to do that transitioning from, oh, little BT is just that guy that we used to hang around in the street with every day, to, oh, BT is that guy that is trying to build a name for himself. You know what I mean? But for most people that just know me this year, they already know me. They probably be like, oh, I know this guy as training. I know the guy from this, you know? So for them, it will be a little bit different the way they relate with me to compare with someone that knows me way back, right? Even though I feel like, even though normally it's supposed to be them that will back you up the most, but I will tell you that for the most part, it's people that you don't know, because those people relate to you more differently than the people that you do know. Just like I said, those people relate to you because they just met you. They met you during that state that you was doing, you know, whether you was training or whatever that you was doing right at that moment. But while your friends from way back, they just know you as a guy like we used to hang around and smoke weed. So that transition from them to say, oh, I know this guy from as this to that, it want to be a little bit different to someone that to compare with someone that just know you as, oh, I know this guy from YouTube, he's training, or you know, things like that, right? So at the end of the day, my bro, you should never give up on your motherfucking self, because only you can stop you, man. A weak mind is a weak body. And of course, man, when they say you can't, you do motherfucking more. You know what I mean? Never fucking give up. Never give up till death do us apart. Till death do us apart. I don't care what anybody say. We don't care, nigga. You know, before you see, now I feel like I'm actually improving. Before, you see me talking to the camera like this, while other people you watching me and looking at me, it used to be a little bit weird, right? I used to feel like more, but now I don't give a fuck. That's what happened when you go from people pleaser to being your own man, to being like, to fighting for what makes you happy, than instead of trying to do what people, instead of trying to do what please other people, you're trying to do what please you. You know, I'm not saying you should not try to help or please or give favor to the people around you. But at the end of the day, you can't be people pleaser too much, because that's one of the things that will kill your dreams. You know, just like I said before, the things that I'm doing right now, whether it's talking in front of the camera, I will be afraid. I'll feel ashamed. You know, I'll feel embarrassed, because why people will be looking at me like, what the fuck is this guy doing? But now I've got to a state that I don't fucking care. If you look at me, you look at me too goddamn much, I'll say, fuck you, fuck is you looking at? You know what I mean? So it gotta be two ways. If you motherfucker look at me for more than 2 minutes, nigga, what's up? What's up? What's up? You know what I mean? So don't give a fuck. That's why you gotta go. That's why it's hard sometimes to make that transition to when you used to be a people pleaser to being a man that talk for himself, that stand for himself. That I'm not gonna say don't give a fuck about what people say. You always gotta listen to what people say. But listen does not mean you hear it, right? If that makes sense. I'm that type of person, I will listen to what other people say, but at the end of the day, that does not mean I have to do what they say, right? Because keep in mind, right, the best people that will actually tell you what you need to improve on, or let me give you one reason why you need to listen to what people say, because the best person that will give you all the things, or that will tell you all your flaws for free, are your haters, man. That's why you gotta listen to them. Don't be like, oh, this person is a hater. No, your haters will tell you things that even the people that you love will never tell you. You know? So that's why I would love to. That's why I say it's not, I listen to them, but that does not mean I hear them, right? I listen to them, and if they say something that I'll be like, that I can adjust, I'll be like, oh shit, that makes fucking sense. Thank you, bro. That's what they say. Keep in mind, your haters are your free. Those are your free analysis, man. They will analyze your whole life for you and tell you your flaws and tell you those are your haters are your free. I want to say therapy, but not really therapy. Those are people that will help you. They will help you point out your flaws without you having to pay them, because they think that they are actually hurting you by saying that. But if you get to a point like me that you don't give a fuck of what they say, so it doesn't hurt you, right? It's just like, okay, thank you, I hear you, but I listen to you, but I don't hear you. And if you say something that makes sense, I'll be like, oh shit, thank you, man. Then I will go home and think about it, right? And be like, oh shit, this person really said something, man. That makes fucking sense at the end of the day. Most of the things that been able to adjust in my life, it has been things that most of the time that is the haters that will pick, that will say it, and then I'll be like, oh shit, that actually kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? And that does not mean as well that you have to listen to everything and take everything that everybody says. You know, just like I said, you listen, but that does not mean you hear it, right? And or even if you hear it, you pick out the ones you want to hear, but you listen to everything they say, but you pick out the ones you want to hear. Keep that in your motherfucking mind, man. Remember, whether they hate it or they love it, you gotta go hard, my brother. You know what I mean? Whether they are with you or not, you gotta go hard, my brother. You know what I mean? Fuck a bitch, man, because only you can stop you. When they say you can't, you do motherfucking more. Let's go, man. Let's move on to our next exercise. Then we out, man. Let's go. Ah, fuck a bitch, gang.
Gang, gang, gang.
Gang, you see the importance of a figure eight, right? Like that, you have a good grip, first of all, and secondly, that your palms don't get that fast tired, you know? If not, your palms will really get fast, like really tired very fast. So you start getting wicked, even though you could still do a couple more seconds, but your palms will just get tired, so you just let it go. So instead of doing the half thing, you just take your figure eight, man, and you squeeze that shit as long as possible. Remember, train hard but train smart, man. Let's go. The other way is up.
Gang, gang, gang.
Oh shit. Okay, guys, you see this? I was supposed to buy figure eight, X, at least two X, right? I bought just one X. You can see this shit is tight. Now I'm stuck, man. I can't get it off. Shit. Ow. Oh shit. Well, it's because here is rubber, right? So my hands just, barely cannot slide off that easy. I recently got this one, right? I had another one, but I don't know, I lost it somewhere in the gym. So I bought this one, but I just bought one XL. I was supposed to buy at least 2 to 3 XL because I know I don't have like long fingers and things like that, but I do got big ass palms. You see how thick my palms are? Huh? Fuck a bitch, man. When it hurts, it works. Remember, I told you last time, I'm trying as much as possible not to do exercises that I need to stand. But then at the end of the day, a man gotta do what a man gotta do. You know what I mean? Because what I've also noticed as well is when I do not train my legs or things like that, I'm not saying that I'm training legs right now, but at the end of the day, due to the fact that I'm doing this, I'm putting a little bit tension on my legs as well, right? Especially on my joint. And lately, I've really been avoiding doing exercises, that I need to stand or that will put pressure on my joint. But, you know, with things like this, and especially the type of guy that I am that I like to do free weights, it's almost unavoidable, like literally. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, a man gotta do what a man gotta do, man. Remember, only you can stop you. When they say you can, you do motherfucking more. Remember, I get what I said. Your dreams don't mean nothing to other people if it's not popping yet. You know what I mean? Your dreams don't mean a shit to other motherfuckers, man. Or let me put it this way. Your dreams to other people, it's nothing. It's not that deep. You know, so that's why you have to make sure you are standing on the front line of your battles, man. Because there's one thing is for sure, right? If you are not on the front line of your battle, motherfuckers will run. But there's already 90% sure that you have to gonna fight the battle alone. But most of the time, if you are on the front line of your battle and people kind of see you from afar and see what you're doing, they might want to join. You know what I mean? But if you are there, keep standing behind and then keep pushing other motherfuckers in front, like, oh yes, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you be that for me? Can you stand like this for me? At the end of the day, motherfuckers will give up, man. They'll just be like, fuck this guy. What the fuck you think I am? That I don't have nothing to do myself. And even beside that, as long as you are not yet there, nobody gives a fuck. That's why you gotta stand on the front line of your battle. You gotta keep pursuing whatever that you want for your life. You gotta keep running after it, because just like I said, nobody gives a fuck, man. It's not that deep for them. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers are happy where they at. If you are not happy, that's your problem. So it's on you to do something about it. You know, don't expect other motherfuckers to run and stand, or nobody gonna catch that bullet for you, man. Nobody gonna jump and take a bullet for you. You gotta do that yourself, man. Fuck a bitch. Remember, only you can stop you, man. When they say you can, my brother, you do motherfucking more. One more time, you gotta stand on the front line of your battle if you want anybody to join you. You know what I mean? Let's go, man. Remember, when they say you can, you do motherfucking more. Whether they hate it or they love it, you gotta go hard, my brother, because it's still FAB, it's still fuck being weak. And of course, man, only you can stop you. Let's go. The only way is up, gang.
Gang, gang, gang.